Introducing myself, my full name is Catherine Mapomba, and I'm a certified life coach. I'm an accountant as well. I'm so passionate about life coaching. It's like it's the lifeblood of who I am. It's my definite aim in life to have made a difference through life coaching. I'm an award-winning coach. I've been
Wow.
nominated several
Mm.
times, and I've also been invited several times to attend, to host, to anchor, and to make presentations in topics that are different in life coaching. So it's such an honor being here, and it's such an honor being the first guest. And thank you
Yes,
very
yes.
much, Revolve Generation.
Wow, wow, wow. You know, I'm so excited, when you're being recognized as someone who can get awards for the difference that you're making in the society. That's quite commendable. Maybe you can dwell more in terms of family. Are you married? Do you have children? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm married and I've got one daughter who is a very strong motivator of who I want to be. Now there's someone who I want to look at my life and say, if my mommy could do this, then I can go beyond those bars. Then I can be better. Then I can also be relevant in my own ways. Yeah.
Wow,
So
wow,
that's
wow.
it with family. I'm also in my family.
Wow, wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. What inspired you to become a coach?
Oh, wow. Now that's where the story is. I grew up in Triangle, and my dad was a great public speaker. So I
Okay.
always looked at him, up to him for my poems at school. I looked up to him for my speeches, for my essays, and I was pretty good at it because I got my first award in primary school for writing. I was a good
Wow.
writer. So I grew up with interest in talking. I talk. I
Okay.
can talk nonstop. I grew up with interest in talking, and I grew up with also with interest in reading. So each time I engaged in conversations, I usually had content uh, to keep some conversations going, some conversations that were beyond even my age. So there came a point when I read about motivational speaking and I thought, wow, I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to stand on stages and be motivating people. So I thought it was like you could go to university for it and be a motivational speaker. So I read through and I kept looking for it. So where can I be doing motivational speaking in Zimbabwe? I could go on Google and there is no such course as motivational speaking. Eh, So in 2013, I went on LinkedIn. That's when I joined LinkedIn. And I made my profile. So I was looking for motivational speaking. Motivational speaking. So I came across a company, Blair Look Consulting, and
Okay.
I sent a message then. I said, okay, so I am interested in motivational speaking. I can see you are a consultant and you do this and that. I can't remember the message like how I put it through, but I typed my passion and who I wanted to be. That was 2018. So I typed it out. After I typed it out, there was no response from that LinkedIn message. I did my attachment. I finished. I was in Harare then. I went back to college and I finished and I worked a bit. Then I got back in Harare to work. As I was working, then I got a message. Can you call? I think I didn't call back. I didn't respond to the message. Then I got a call explaining and inviting me to some offices along Selu. And that was it. My dream for becoming a life coach was shaping. I didn't know the term life coach existed. So it started shaping up. Then again, because I grew up confident but very much afraid, very much afraid that I might not make it in this life. Well, if I go to Harare or if I go elsewhere, will I fit in? Will I be enough for positions even in my career? Will I choose the right career? Will I choose the right friends? I just grew up somebody afraid because there were people making it in my society and they had their links. I've gone to Harare for holiday. I'd never been to Harare for holiday. I've gone to Blawayo for holiday. I'd never been there. So it was my inspiration now to say, for that person who can't make it to Harare, can there be someone who can help them just view life as good as it can be from where they are standing, whether they are in the rural areas or not? Can there be someone who can just encourage that person that no matter the fear, you can be somebody? So that's one of my inspirations. Then I also desperately wanted to be the person that wasn't there for me growing up. Our African society, sometimes even when you are to choose a career, it's just there's memory there. She's doing sociology and she is doing quite well. So if you go to and do sociology, you will make it.
Mhm.
There is no
Mhm.
talk about passion. There's no talk about drive. There's no talk about who do you want to be besides being a sociologist? Who do you want to be besides what we think suits you? So I thought of that person again, and that person is really there. Not that our community fails to model us or to channel us or to map our lives, but it's because we have always looked up to the material things that come with careers and with growing up and with other achievements, and thought if she can buy a car because she's a teacher, then my daughter is going to be a teacher and she'll buy a car.
Yeah,
So I grew
that's
up
cool.
hungry to want to know how I can enjoy my life doing what I love, how I can make it in life, and really know that this is my choice. This is not because so and so made it and I saw them, but this is my choice. So it was a great inspiration of mine being a life coach, such that most pro bono sessions that I've been doing were like, do you want to make your life? Do you want to know exactly where you want to be in life? So that then I think I can say finally one of my greatest inspiration has been from again the lack of direct guidance and in life. I wanted to be space for someone. I wanted to guide someone. I wanted to ask the relevant questions to someone and get someone jittery and someone to want to go. So I think those are part of my inspirations to being a life coach.
Wow, wow. I just loved that your journey started when you were young. And most of the times when we are young, we don't know what we want. Like when we're little as children, we don't know what we want, but it's good to know that you knew what you wanted in life and you managed to keep that in your mind as you were growing up. So I believe to many others who are out there, you know, you need to keep that in mind. Whatever that you say, my passion is, if you keep that in mind, you will get it one day. And I loved when you talked about sending a message at LinkedIn and got no response. You know, sometimes it's discouraging, when you're saying, I'm going to pursue this, let me try to do this, and you get no response from it.
Yeah.
It's difficult, when you're trying to follow your passion, or when you're trying to follow your dream. So yeah, that's quite good. And knowing that you kept that in your mind, you kept that passion in your mind as you were growing up, and you did not lose it because of the society around you. So what are the challenges that you have been facing in your journey as a coach?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy. No, I think there's no straight, easy career path, especially things to do with life coaching. It's subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, um, it's very subjective being a life coach because it's fairly new here in Zimbabwe. Actually, in Africa, it's fairly new. And each time people ask life coach, what do you really do? You start, that's the first challenge. When you try to explain what a life coach really does, and
Yeah.
most times people hear what they want to hear, or people become judgmental, or people expect you to lose the human in you. You become someone perfect, so they expect perfection in all your ways, in everything you do. You have to be perfect. You're a life coach. How can you fail at this? You're a life coach. How can this go this way? So that has been a great challenge for me. Then there's also self-sabotaging beliefs. Well, you most of we are our greatest enemies.
Yeah.
After people expecting so much and showing their expectations, instead of that being a drive or a an objective of mine, sometimes to actually think, okay, let me educate them, or let me make them understand what life coaching is really about. Well, in comes the self-sabotaging beliefs, and I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew I'll never make it in this industry. This life coaching thing, it wants me to be perfect. I can't be perfect. Oh, I can't even balance my own life. How can I be teaching somebody to balance their own life? Oh, I'm not even knocking and ticking on my goals that I've achieved this. So how can I be an accountability partner for someone to achieve their dreams? So those self-sabotaging beliefs, sometimes they take you off the course. So you stay in a corner and you watch, and you keep watching, and you're looking for another opportunity. Instead of making one, it has been a challenge of mine in my journey. Then there's also uh, doubt, like doubt. I can't believe I can pull this. Can I be like on live with memory and actually say something relevant? There are a lot of socialites out there. People are saying so much relevant stuff that makes sense. Can I actually be at par or better, or even be equal to them? No, I can't make it. So those doubts, sometimes they knock on the door. And if you've got something relevant to deliver to the people, sometimes I see myself taking myself back. So it has been a great challenge of mine, which I'm glad I know my challenges, and I'm working so hard so that in the coming year and coming years, I won't let them rule over my life. I will rule. I'll be on top of it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
that's
true.
it.
Yeah, when you talked about self-sabotage, it just clicked in my mind, and I was like, okay, most of the times we do that. We sabotage ourselves. Whatever that it is we want to do, we just tell ourselves, maybe I can't do it, or who's going to watch me do that, or am I going to make any relevance in someone's life? It's very common. Self-sabotage is very common, and most of the people who are not like doing anything right now, or young people who want to make a difference, they're actually self-sabotaging them. So it's something that is very important to take note and to know the challenges that you face, in whatever area that you are working on, so that you can help yourself. Some of these things, doubt, they come. Yes, especially when you're out there in the
Yeah, the,
community, you are not sure if you're going to make it, or whatever that I'm doing, is it relevant to anyone, or is anyone benefiting from it? There are so many questions, and doubt can actually creep in. So it's good that you're sharing these challenges, so that other people know that they are not alone in this journey. We all face those kind of challenges, and it's very important. If you know that someone else is going through that and they are overcoming, then you can overcome too. Yeah, that's quite
yeah,
good.
sure.
I wanted
We
to find
usually
out,
shoot
so
ourselves in the
sorry, can go ahead.
Okay, I was saying we usually shoot ourselves in the foot, then we find ourselves, no, I can't go anywhere, and oh, it's me again. I just shot myself in the foot, and um, so it's important before we blame others for our fate or for how we are failing to achieve our goals. Actually, look how we contribute to our stagnation, how we contribute to why we remain in the same position, why we keep complaining, why we keep passing on blame. We just need to look at ourselves, look around ourselves, and see, why am I like this? Why am I thinking I'm not enough? Why am I thinking I'm not equipped? Why am I thinking I am wrongfully placed? So yeah, those challenges, most people face them, and I think it's time with these programs that you're doing, that we actually keep talking about this, because I think there's comfort that comes in numbers. When you know what I'm going through, or the challenges I've faced, someone else has faced them and conquered. I think it's a great motivation.
Yes, yes, that's true. So in your journey, as you were facing challenges, as you were growing in coaching, who is your inspiration? I believe you have mentors, or yeah, in coaching.
Well, in coaching, my hero is Coach Luri. Is the founder and CEO of the training institute that I trained here with,
Okay.
called International Coaching and Mentoring Foundation. Um, he is again the owner of the Blair Look Consulting that I texted a message. So
Oh,
he's the
okay.
one who called me. The time, yes. So he's the one who called me and he said, "You sounded so passionate about this thing. I've just the program for you." And during that time, self-sabotage came, and I said, "You know what, coach? I understand, but right now I don't have the money that you said is needed for certification." And he remains my hero. He said, "Your passion is enough and it will take you there." So he's my greatest uh, hero in life coaching here in Zimbabwe. And we also God. Well, when they say the steps of the righteous are ordered by God, not the perfect, not the not people who do everything correct and right. It just says this: the steps of the righteous are ordered by God. I grew up believing that whoever I am, whoever I shall be, is not man-made. It's designed by God. So the way I saw things happening, like from sending an LinkedIn text to getting a call that needed money, but I had to start studying on passion and had to pay money later, to getting awards, to getting all the accolades and the references, people coming to my inboxes, and everything that I am. I've seen that my greatest uh, accolades are to God. God really channels my life and he directs me exactly where I am needed, exactly what I need, exactly what makes me feel relevant and what makes me feel present and purposeful here. So it's Coach Duri of ICMF. It's my God, and there's also Coach Request Machimbira. Well, he is very persistent when it comes to me. Yeah. Sometimes I go in hiding, like I'm not there. He comes knocking and say, Coach, are you still there? We still need what we have. We still need your skills. We still need to hear what you have got to say. You still have got music. Let the people hear what you have. So I look so much to those people, and I am glad that I found them, and they are leading, and I'm seeing the exploits that they are doing in the coaching industry here in Zimbabwe.
Wow, wow. It's good to have people who you look up to and people who are still knocking on your door. Kathy, are you still there? Someone who's accountable. So it's good to know that you have people that you look up to, and those people also pushed you to to be who you are today as well. And the best thing is, when you are acknowledging that God made you who you are and he's directing your steps, that's something that is quite good, knowing and acknowledging those people and who is guiding you in everything that you do. You talked about you touched about something about money when you said I didn't have money to do the coaching stuff and all. You know, maybe you can elaborate more. I know what we want to do as young people. Money, money is an issue, and most of us are not doing anything because you are saying, I don't have the money to do it now. I don't have the money to start something now. How do we deal with this issue of money? Is it always about money to start something, or how do we handle it?
Well, I've actually realized that it's not money. It's not money that we need to start, especially on something that we're passionate about. It's not money that we need to go in any direction to pursue our careers, but it's the drive to keep knocking on doors. Somebody always talks about being able to accept no's until you get a yes. So what we need is the resilience to keep knocking on different doors until the right door opens. There's always that door, maybe it's at the end of the corridor and you have knocked and no door has opened. So you just give up and you turn and you go back. But what I've realized is it's not money that we need. We need to keep knocking on the right doors. We also need to have a clear understanding of who I want to be. After understanding who you want to be, you have to understand who can help you. It's not everybody who can help you. If you go to if you go to a doctor with a problem that needs a lawyer, he won't help you as much as you want to be helped.
That's true. That's
If
true.
for anything, he will just show you the direction to where lawyers are found. So this is how our life is like. We are knocking on doors and we are getting no's, not because people sometimes do not want to help us, but sometimes they are not the right people to help us.
Okay.
So Christians talk about divine connections, like divine networks. We need those. We need those people that we will knock on their doors and they will just say, I've been waiting for you. Okay,
Mhm.
I want to listen. I want to hear what you want to say. So, money, yes, it's needed, but money doesn't drive passion and doesn't drive the future. You start from where you are. Hit the ground, start running, start knocking, start doing the groundwork. You want to pursue a certain career. Do you even know fully what it is about? We
Yeah, that's
don't.
true.
We actually don't have content such that even Even when you knock on the rightful doors, we're just going to stare at them. Then they'll say, Cathie, tell me, how can I help you? And you're like, I want to make it in life. I want to make it in life. That's not enough. Have enough
Yes,
content,
yes,
have
it's
enough
not enough.
information.
Yes,
Tell them, how do you want to make it? And how can I help you make it? You can't just keep saying, I want to make it. I want to have so much money. They will know
yes,
me in my village. That's not enough. So let's keep knocking, but let's knock with the information. People are busy with their lives and people are busy pursuing their personal goals. You come to them, you tell them what you want, you tell them what's in it for them. Then, if they are for you, they will help you. That's what
yes,
I think.
yes. Wow, wow, wow. That's profound there. Yes, that's very true. Yeah, we need to really work on that as young people. We need to prepare. We know the dreams that we have passions, but we are not taking our time to prepare enough for what we want in life. So it's very important, to prepare. It's very important to know what we want, and go an extra mile in finding more information about the dream that I have, so that I can be knowledgeable. When an opportunity knocks, I am ready and waiting. So yeah, that's quite good. That's quite good. So I believe, as a life coach, you are a solution provider. What are the problems that you are seeing in our community, like in young people, like problems that you have identified in your experience as a coach, that we need to work on as young people, as youth in Zimbabwe, in Africa, and beyond?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
Wow, there are a lot of problems. And the availability of problems is also a statement that can be turned to mean that there are a lot of opportunities. But
Yes.
we have had a mind, an eye for problems in Africa or in Zimbabwe. Let me talk about my native land. We have got this eye that we see problems, we do not see how to solve them. We see problems each and every day. We do not see the opportunity that comes with problems. Then there's also number two. There's the problem that we want help, but we are not sure if we want help.
Okay.
So what am I? If you had to make some research into the life coaching, mentoring, counseling, and therapy, and understand what those things stand for and what they really are, you understand that a life coach is not there to spoon feed anybody. No,
Oh,
a
okay.
life coach is there to be asked. Yeah, a life coach doesn't give advice, medical or social or any form of advice. A life coach asks relevant questions, and a life coach is there to make somebody uncomfortable, like really feel uncomfortable, sometimes even mad by and then thinking of their own solutions. So our community now and the young people, we are not ready to be asked questions that makes us uncomfortable in our seats.
Oh,
We
okay.
want people who come and sugar things for us. We want people who come and say, oh, Kathy, what you're doing is perfect and right. You are so amazing. Kathy, you are wonderful. Kathy, you will make it in life. We don't want someone who will come and say, Kathy, with this attitude, you won't go far. That person, enemy.
That's true. That's true.
So that's one of the problems. That person who comes to you and say, if you do this differently, you will make it. Or that person who comes and say, why are you doing this? It's not what a life coach is supposed to behave like. That person we don't like. We like someone
That's
who
true.
sugarcoats things. We like someone who sees perfect even when we are going not in the right course. So it's a problem that I've also identified. Then there's financial illiteracy. I think we are very illiterate when it comes to finances. We are using powerful currency, the USD,
Mhm.
along with the with our RTGS, but all the same, we are penniless all the way. The moment we have something going on, we may put our money or tie our money in something that we may not bring anything back to us. Then again, we blame capital. I don't have any capital to start. I I don't have anyone to invest in me. I don't people do not like me enough. I can't borrow money because I'm not employed. But we are financially illiterate because if someone can start a business with $5, I remember when I was looking at people in Harare, someone can actually go downtown, purchase something to sell to someone in uptown, make $1, go back downtown, purchase something, and by the end of the day, someone will go back with extra $10 that they didn't have when they started the day. What does that say? That says financial literacy. They understand that you need money, but not a lot of money to make money for you. So
Okay.
young people right now, we have got dreams. We have a lot of dreams, but our dreams are tied in the doubt and belief that unless I've got money to make it as a world award winning coach, unless I've got money to actually have banners and flyers all over Zimbabwe to confirm that there is Coach Cathie, then I'll wait until I have money to make a big banner. When will I have that money if I am seated?
That's true.
Who will
That's
give
true.
me that money?
Yes, that's true.
So that's a problem that I identified. Then we are going into our we are approaching our life. I think it's challenge number. I mean, number.
Three.
We are going into our life. We are going into our life blind. I
Mm.
was asking someone and saying, "So, what are you doing with your life?" Then says, "You know what? I actually don't know too what I'm doing here." That's deep, and
Mm.
that shows the level of negligence we are putting towards our own lives.
That's true.
You're looking at your life, you don't know where you want to go, you don't know who you want to end up as, you don't, therefore you don't know who to approach and not approach, you don't know who to travel with or not, so you will take any direction the wind goes. So if someone comes and says, Cathie, let's pursue selling tomatoes, because I don't have a plan of my own, we'll start selling them tomatoes. And they'll quickly get frustrated because it's not what I want to be.
That's true.
Then someone will come and be selling something else. I will follow again. So it's important right now for us to have a clear understanding of who we really want to be. Do we just want to be following what others are doing, or do we want to craft and map our lives on our own?
Wow.
So
Wow.
and finally, we don't like acquiring skills, whether we are employed or not. We think just maybe because I acquired a degree, well, I am a great communicator. Because
Okay.
I acquired a degree in accounting, therefore I am a great accountant. Anything that comes, I should be able to tackle. But life should be an ongoing process of learning. We have to keep
Wow.
learning every day, improving every day. Personal development, it's a goal that has to be done like voluntary. It just has to come as we do bathing and going to work. Each and every day you have to have a longing for what did I what's the new thing that I have learned today? Did I learn it by reading? Did I learn it by talking to someone? We want to talk in to be part of conversations that do not develop us. Complaining conversations, like
Mhm.
things are so hard. Oh, things are so hard, and you come from there, maybe only more worried. So it's important for us to acquire some new skills and pursue goals that help us acquire new skills. I'm not talking about enrolling for a degree program. Well, that's another way of doing it, but you can even learn writing skills. How do I present myself? How can I come out confident when I present an idea? As a woman in industries that are male dominated, how can I have a competitive edge when it comes to negotiating deals? If I sit in a boardroom, how can I show myself present or relevant? But no, we don't want to learn that. We just want to complain. So those are the um, problems that I've noted, and I think I'm trying. Not by means of webinars or what, but each chance I get to talk to you, I will leave you knowing that you can do better. You need to learn to do something. You need to be doing something because it's also an ongoing process for me.
Wow, that's good. When we were talking about the challenges, there were some things that I was speaking, you know, uh, we are people who are comfortable. We don't want to come out of our comfort zone as young people. We are afraid of hard work, and investing in things that we want. And that's very true. Like the challenges that you were highlighting,
Mm-hmm.
that's very true. We need to work. We need to go an extra mile as young people, coming out of our comfort zones. I believe being in a comfort zone actually kills a lot of things. And right now, when we look at our situation as Zimbabwe, it's difficult, it's hard, and you tend to be comfortable in that kind of situation. Everyone's just struggling, or things are hard, for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not alone in this struggle, but we need to invest more in that situation that is hard, in that situation that has a lot of problems. I can be a solution, even if it means it's just one person, making a difference in one person's life. That's a big difference. One thing that I've come to note, when you are dealing with young people, when you are in a business, just one person, it's a difference. It's a
Mm-hmm.
huge difference, making that difference in one person's life. So it's very important, to come out of our comfort zones, and don't expect things to be just like,
So,
boom at one moment. We will have struggles, but I will work
yeah,
hard on it. I will keep on pressing, because I know that whatever that I'm going to do, I will reap in the end. So yeah,
yeah,
thank you for highlighting those challenges that you are facing as young people, and what we need to act on, so that we can develop our nation. We can develop. Oh, sorry. I think we have lost Coach Cathie, but the conversation was exciting. It's so exciting to note that we have many challenges as young people, but we can work on them, and together, we can make that difference. I believe she'll be coming in soon. Let me just uh, wait for a few seconds. I hope we are learning from Coach Kathy, and also noting the things that we need to do in life as young people. We have we have passions, we have dreams, and some of us, we have put those dreams behind our backs. But it's not too late. It's not too late to make that difference, in our nations, in our communities. I think Coach Kathy is back. Let me add her. Let me add her back. Oh,
Sorry
you're
for that.
back. You're back. So I was just explaining, like you were talking about that we need to step up, even though we have
Yeah, sure.
challenges. That's an opportunity, like for me to take a step and work on what I need to do, and not allow, being comfortable to derail anything for me. So yeah, I loved those challenges that you picked because I could relate to that. At one point, I remember
Yeah.
when you're talking about banners and, oh, I need some banners. At some point when I started Revolve Generation, I needed flyers. I needed, to be on the social media. I needed to be out there, but I needed to pay someone, to have that flyer. I needed to pay like $5 at that time, and it was a lot of money that I didn't have. So what did I do? I said, I'm a marketing person. I also need to invest in graphic designing. So I started, from, doing things that are just not so good, but I was trying. But now I can do a lot. I invested in that skill. I invested in graphic designing because I knew that I don't have that $10 or that $20 to pay for the flyer. So what do I need to do? I have to work hard. I have to go an extra mile for me to be able to have that, to acquire that skill and do what I need to do for the company to go on. So yeah, it's quite a journey. It's quite a journey.
Yeah, it is. It is, sure.
Yeah. So I don't know, as we round off, maybe you can say a few words just to empower young people out there, people who are afraid to take a step. Yes, yes, yes. You can say a few words to empower people
I'm
out
not
there.
a person of a, I'm not a person of a few words, so I'll try. I always have got plenty. So one of my favorite statements is show up. 80% of success is by showing up. Show up for something in your life. Like there's a lot that you can be showing up for, and it may be recognized late, or it may not be recognized as soon as you want to be recognized, but be showing up anyway. I want to give a story of how people are so much on social media. We are so dependent on Facebook, we're dependent on our Instagram and what for visibility and everything. But there are also relevant people who are doing, they would not have access to this Facebook that we are on right now, but they are showing up with the intention that, and they dream that one day I'm going to be known for what I am doing. I think it's called groundwork. If you are showing up for something and no one is seeing that you are showing up, but you keep showing up anyway, that's groundwork. So keep doing your groundwork, keep sharpening an axe. You want to chop a big tree, your goal, you can liken it to a big tree. You can't just take any axe. Take time to actually sharpen your axe. What do I need? Gather your tools, gather your thoughts, gather your resources, and even your networks, and keep showing up even for the things that do not pay you as much as you want to get paid right now. I have done paid sessions in coaching. I've also done plenty of unpaid sessions, but the payment that I get from just the feeling of being relevant to a situation, and the payment that I get by someone giving a testimonial that, you know what, Coach Cathie, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am right now. If it wasn't for the few words that you gave me, or the accountability that you put upon me, or the pressure, because there are some people that I actually step on and say, you know what, you need to do this. You know what, you need to get out there and be the best version of yourself. Just that is enough. So out there in the community, things are tough, man. Money's, you can't get them by easy, and things have become expensive. Life has become expensive in general. we've got many responsibilities, and we actually have got a lot of things on our plates that we need to achieve. But the most important thing of all is that desire and that longing and that passion to want to be something. It has to be clear on tables. Even the Bible says, put it on tables that he may run, he will seize it. That's Habakkuk.
Yeah.
So if you've got your vision and you jot it down and you share it even with yourself, put it on a wall where you're going to see it. Put the car that you want to drive on a wall somewhere. Keep reminding of yourself of the person that is to come, and keep showing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
One day you're just going to wake up and be that person, and you get reward for being that person, and you get satisfaction from being that person, and you know that, you know what, I was relevant in this life, and even the world knew I was relevant. But we can't just know you the moment you start showing up. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's it. Let's keep showing up. Let's keep, cash or no cash, keep showing up for something. It will come to something.
Wow. Thank you very much. That's encouraging, and I hope people out there have got one or two from your words of encouragement. And I believe if we keep showing up just one day, if you keep showing up just one day, someone is going
Mm-hmm.
to pick you up, and things will change in life. So thank you very much, Coach Kathy. We will keep showing up. We will do that every day. Thank you all for joining us. I see Hepinda, we Delight on the line. Thank you very much for joining us. And this has been a great session, and would have loved to go on and on, but our time, yes, our time, we've exceeded our time. So thank you very much, Coach Kathy. Maybe you can just share your details for those who need your services, where they can contact you, your email, your phone number. Maybe you can just share before we close.
Okay. Let me. How can I pin onto this? Can I make an attachment here?
I think you can.
As- Where do I click? Where do I click to make an
You can
attachment? Because
just type
you
in
can
the
find me here.
comment section. Type it in the
Okay.
comment section.
So
And also
you
you
can
can
get
send
me
me
on
your flyer.
email.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do as well. You can get me
You
on
can send me your
email
flyer
or
so
here
that we
on
can
Facebook.
post you. Mhm.
Okay, can I should I do this now, or because if I go off
Uh,
this
just type your phone
session,
number and
I'll
your email. Then I will post the flyer on our social pages as well for those who want your services.
thank you very much. All right, see it is. So you can get me here on Facebook, Catherine Mapumba, or on Instagram or Twitter, or LinkedIn as Catherine Mapumba as well.
I think I have pinned it in the comments. So you can also send me your flyer so that we can post it on our pages for those who would want your services as well. All right.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you, Coach Keith.
All
Our
right.
night ends here, and I'm so grateful that we got to talk, and others learning from this conversation. And more episodes are coming. Just keep on tuning, and we will learn more. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you all for joining us today. Our discussion ends here, and we'll see you next week. Enjoy your day.
Thank, thank you, everyone. Good night.